One of the lessons that I am sharing with my kids is using the Rich Dad financial statement document. So in a nutshell, what this looks like is you're just looking at your assets and liabilities and your income and expenses. Typical grade 11 accounting stuff, right? A balance sheet is assets and liabilities, and an income statement is income versus expenses. So if you look at it with his definition, and I love the way he does this, he looks at assets as things that put money into your pocket, and liabilities as things that take money from your pocket. Now with that definition, things like your car, if you are financing a car, those are taking monthly payments from you. He wouldn't put that in your asset column, right? It's not giving you money, it's taking money from you. I think the way he describes it as an asset will feed you and a liability will eat you. Pretty cool explanation and pretty graphic, but it does explain how he sees assets and liabilities. So when you look at it from that perspective, you understand what a true asset is and what a true liability is. If you own your own home, he would consider that not an asset because the home, to his definition, does not give you money each month. It takes money from you each month. Not to say that it won't make money for you when you buy low, sell high. That's nothing to do with this. This is strictly looking at this as a, does it give me money each month or not? So he looks at that for your assets and liabilities. Then he looks at your income and expenses. If the asset creates money for you, if it's putting money into your pocket, then assets creating income. So if you have the right type of assets, it actually feeds your income. And if you have a liability, the income that you have from your job or your salary is actually taking money from there directly into pay for the liabilities. It's creating an expense. Let me show you what I mean graphically so you can see how he depicts this, because I think it's brilliant. He separated this into poor, middle class, and rich. Just look at them as three categories. Simple as that. The poor category, he shows how you have a job, the job creates income in the form of a salary, and you use the income to pay for all your expenses, and there's nothing left over. You have not contributed anything to your assets or liabilities in this case. Compare that to the middle class now. The middle class also has a job, and they receive income in the form of a salary. From there, you got a bunch of liabilities, credit card debt, mortgages, all kinds of things. And their income is used to pay off those liabilities, cover all their expenses, off it goes. They're not generating assets. And here's what the rich do. The rich have acquired assets that create income. There's no job here. The assets are the things that is creating income. They got liabilities, they've got expenses, but the assets are generating enough money to cover all that stuff and create an income for the individual. This is what I call wealth builders. They are using money to make money. Assets make money. It's this beautiful cycle, and it is achievable by all of us. I know it's hard if you're in the first two categories, but once you see the beauty of this, you can't unsee it. So my advice, honestly, I love Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Love that book, Robert Kiyosaki. Get your hands on that book if you have not yet read it, and get wealthed up.